Hey, what's up, volleyball community? Hope you guys are doing well. Hari from Wonder of Volleyball here, and welcome to my corner of the internet. In this channel, you'll be getting to know about all things volleyball. Like and subscribe, and let's get into today's video. If you are so passionate about volleyball and you are just getting started playing the sport, this is going to be the perfect video for you. Why? In this one, I'm going to be discussing in detail about the things you need to know before starting to play volleyball as a beginner player. So don't skip the video and watch it till the end. The amazing aspect of playing volleyball is the camaraderie you get to experience with your teammates. But as a beginner volleyball player, you may be confused on what are the necessary things you need to know before starting to play volleyball. Don't worry, as we'll be looking at some of the critical aspects you need to know before starting to play volleyball as a beginner player. Let's get started with the video. But before we move any further, here's an interesting fact about volleyball. The very first volleyball match was played in 1896. Since volleyball was first originated in the US, the first match was played in the country. You don't need to have all the gear with you before starting to play volleyball. Yes, you've heard it right. You don't need to have all the gear ready with you before starting to play volleyball. When you are learning the basics of volleyball and the fundamental aspects of the sport, you don't need to purchase all the gear and keep it ready with you. What you need is a good coach to learn about the sport, a thorough understanding of the basic rules of volleyball, and the willingness and motivation to play it consistently. You can look towards purchasing volleyball related gear only when you know how to play it and a thorough understanding of the basic rules of the sport. You've decided to try out for a team, you successfully got into a team, or you are pretty sure that you want to play volleyball for a consistent period of time. You must practice before trying out for a team. This is crucial. If you don't practice and try out for a team, you'll get disappointing outcome, and that is you won't be able to get into a team that you want to play for. Nobody likes to experience that, right? The best way to practice before trying out for a team is to get a strong grip on all the basic skills of volleyball. Why the basic skills of volleyball? Good question. When you are trying out for a team, you don't know what role you'll be asked to perform. By learning and having a clear understanding on the basics of volleyball, you'll be ready to perform whatever role that a coach asks you to perform. Also, this gives you the foundational knowledge you require to play volleyball in a team. Keep yourself fit. No, I'm not asking you to be super fit and have six packs when starting to play volleyball. Rather, the idea behind being fit as a volleyball player is to keep your energy level high throughout the entirety of the match on the court. The best way to achieve this is to work on conditioning your body. If you're playing volleyball for the very first time, the term conditioning may be confusing to you as a player. Conditioning is, to put it in simple words, working on increasing your overall energy level, stamina, and endurance throughout the duration of the match on the court. You don't need to be in picture perfect shape in order to play volleyball. Rather, if you work on increasing your stamina, overall energy, and endurance, it will make you feel good and confident on the court. Build a strong relationship with your coach. Your coach is the important person since they know the ins and outs of volleyball and they have been coaching the team for a considerable amount of time. So if you are new to the sport and playing volleyball for the first time, then it's imperative that you meet your coach, talk to him or her, and try to build a strong relationship with them. By voluntarily introducing yourself and striking up a conversation, you leave a lasting impression about yourself. Also, it clearly indicates that you are coachable. Apart from that, it shows your seriousness and involvement to play volleyball, and that helps the team coach to make note of you. Remember this, coaches don't expect players to self-introduce themselves, and by doing that, you create a significant chance to stand out from the crowd. Understanding the player positions on the court. Along with the basics of playing volleyball, it's pretty important to understand the player positions on the court in many ways. Number one, it helps you to learn and clearly understand the player positions in volleyball. This is obvious. Number two, you'll be able to learn and have a thorough knowledge on the rotation rules associated with the player positions during a match. Apart from that, if you are trying out for a team and the coach uses player position related terms, you won't feel overwhelmed and confused about them. Finally, when you know the player positions of volleyball, it'll help you understand what your coach is trying to communicate with the players of your team related to the player position. Watch volleyball matches both online and in TV. Watching volleyball matches will help you to learn and understand the fundamental and technical aspects of the sport. Also, it'll help you to learn the various nuances and technicalities involved in each volleyball match. You get a proper idea on the playing styles of other players, and over time, you'll develop your own as well. No matter what level of volleyball you watch, make it a habit of doing it regularly. Don't get intimidated by the level of skill, player performance, and their athleticism during the match. Remember this, those players also started their volleyball journey from the very beginning. Get to play volleyball. Nothing beats practical learning with anything you do in life, and when it comes to playing volleyball or any other sport, this fact is so true. The simplest way to improve your overall volleyball skills is to play it regularly. You don't have to get into a team, or you don't have to go to a fancy indoor court to practice it. Playing in your backyard with your friends would be an ideal start. From there, learn the basics and fundamental aspects of the volleyball skills, and then try out for a team in either your school or a club nearby. As a beginner player, it would be tempting to feel like there's so much you need to learn before starting to play volleyball. The key to learning and starting to play any sport, and that includes volleyball, is to not worry about the winning and losing in the initial stages and strictly focus on getting a strong grip on the basic skills and enjoy the process of learning the sport. I really hope that this video has helped you to learn some critical pointers before starting to play volleyball as a beginner player. If you like this video, give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to Wonder of Volleyball if you haven't already. I'll catch you guys in the next week's video. Bye for now and take care.